So the MBI, from a how does it help solve some of the challenges that we see in practice between slide enhancement functionality and then something that's cutting across all of those products. Well, the MBI is one of the most important additions, at least in my opinion, into Discipline Agile in recent years, or, again, in comparison to all the other content that's in there. And for those of you that don't have a good understanding or background of Discipline Agile has been around since 2012. It was originally released by IBM. It was a combination of the Rational Unified Process, the Open Unified Process that was part of the Eclipse Foundation framework, open source community, right, where there were a lot of thought leaders that were contributing to the Open Unified Process. There was IBM's Agile at Scale, amongst other things that were blended together, aggregated together to originally come out with Discipline Agile Delivery. That evolved from a delivery framework into a toolkit. Years passed, it evolved, lots of more content, lots of more usage out in the world. And 2 years ago, PMI acquired the intellectual property of Discipline Agile. At the same time, they acquired a company called NetObjectives. And Discipline Agile had a value stream layer. So it had portfolio management and product management and program management guidance already. But NetObjectives had a more significant focus on value stream management. And it was a really great fit. And that was the beginning of what we're seeing here, the minimum business increment, the idealized value stream, and the Discipline Agile value consultant approach. So MBIs are a key enabler of improving the flow of value delivery from a value stream. It is one of the things that is very unique and one of the things that really helps to deliver the next smallest quantity of value that can be realized by a customer. So here's the thing, though, is that some of the attributes of MBI, what does make it different is, so the MBI is a strategy for identifying what that next smallest bit of value is that a customer can benefit from. But here's where it starts to get a little bit different. So it's a container of information, and it's a bridge from a communication perspective between the business side and what we consider to be the implementation side, right? Where we're going to bring strategies and investments into fruition. And it includes identifying the value-adding, flow-oriented activities from the development value stream, right? So a Agile delivery team, a Discipline Agile delivery team, that's going to be doing the enhancements in a product is one of the things that we would find in the MBI at a very high level. It's a scope container of what we're going to do to provide that value. But the other thing that we've got in the MBI in this approach is it's not done in isolation. We have the operational value stream and the support value stream that's included in this container. For example, one of the organizations that we've spent a lot of time in as a company, and I've personally spent a lot of time in, is a product company. They rarely make any enhancements to their customer-facing sales portals without some level of advertising. So their marketing department, which is part of the supporting value stream, needs to be coordinating those enhancements with their advertising so that the value that we're putting out and the return on that investment can actually be realized. Value is realized by our customers. The organization gets a return on its investment, and hopefully as quick as possible, right? We hit our break-even point, and then we're generating revenue, or we got cost avoidance, decreasing customer acquisition costs, or any of the things that we might consider from a business value perspective. But that's a really big difference in so many of the approaches from an Agile perspective that are out in the marketplace, is this idea that we need to identify all the things. Now, sometimes there might not be something required, value-adding activities from a team or an individual in a supporting value stream. Operational value stream, there's almost always at least a small amount of work because somebody's got to be able to support that. I'm not talking about just IT operations, the support of the product. I'm talking about how our customers of an organization are actually then going to see and realize that new functionality.